back to the channel. And today, a quick review for The Stand by Stephen King. This is the complete Stand, the 1990 edition, which has had 400 pages placed back in it, and it has been partially rewritten. So I wouldn't have got a lot of the kind of commentary coming from the 1978 original. Yeah, a lot of the references, the pop culture references, would have meant a little less to me. Have it come out a couple of years before I was born, it would have been very difficult for me to grasp. But the 1990 version, all these references I get, and is much appreciated. I feel like I really can connect to the world that Stephen King has written here. Now, this is no small book. The elephant in the room is that this edition is a large hardback edition. It's over 1,000 pages. The paperback is anything from like 1150 to 1200 pages. It is a monster of a book. It wasn't a hard read though. I think King has quite an easy prose style. I don't think he is the hardest author to read with. I think as long as you can get in Stephen King's head and kind of get hold of some of the abstract themes and imagery, then you'll be fine, because his actual prose isn't that dense. And this wasn't the hardest read. It took me a couple of weeks because I am a slow reader, but you know, it's not a hard read in any stretch. Now, most people will think about this book and they'll think about the very heavy-handed religious main theme of the book. And that is definitely there, but I think anyone that kind of connects with this book will realize that this is a book where Stephen King's own personality is really on trial. And through the kind of the morality, self-doubt, and the thoughts of the characters that they don't verbalize, that they're in a monologue, the characters are really going through a lot of difficult problems to do with their own psyches, their own doubts. And I feel like maybe a lot of those were things that had been reflected on by King himself. I wonder as well if King was drunk when kind of writing large portions of this book, because it does smack a little bit, or brings back memories of my own kind of being half cut, going down rabbit holes of theological debate, or maybe old nostalgic feelings about certain pop culture. And I really feel like that comes across really strongly by King here. And I really feel that battle for America is taking place in front of Stephen King here. You've got the kind of commune and community of the Christian base of the United States of America. Really, there's like a tug of war between it and, you know, the capitalist, medical, techno, end of the world apocalypse side of things that we seem to trap ourselves into, always looking to reinvent and kind of push boundaries, and really at the detriment of kind of humankind and our own morality. In the end, what is really strong here from King is his slice of life. It's his characters. The characters are unbelievably deep, even if they are almost reflections of King himself. But the slice of life, this book, I'm going to go out there and say something ridiculous. This book is too short. Slice of life of this quality can go on in perpetuity, and I would read it. You know, I would read a new book in The Stand every single year if I could. These characters, they turn, you know, it's a page turner without, the kind of plot almost gets in the way. The plot almost gets in the way of the slice of life. It is that good. This is another book of the year contender. I mean, this was fantastic. This is one of the best books I've ever read. I'd have to give this book a 4.8 out of